bum, ba-da-na-na, bum. No, no, no. No, 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 no. That's the X-Men theme, but we're talking about Hawkeye.
I'll say this, you actually got the X-Men theme correct for once.
Yeah, I mess it up a lot, but it's very iconic.
Normally,
It took you a whole fucking year, but you got it.
Normally, he just sings the Seinfeld theme for some reason.
Let's talk about Hawkeye.
Yeah. Hawkeye. So originally this is going to be a vidcast series, but here's what happened. We talked about the first 3 episodes, and the recording went on for like 65 minutes, and I said no. Sorry, you guys can't see this, but Joe's cat just like stepped in front of him, and it's really funny.
Since this is audio, I'm just gonna let her do her thing. Also,
yeah, no, of course.
Also, I'm Joseph Vrenick.
All right, I'm Tanner Richard Kraft. That's Joe V.
I'm Rein.
And today we have Rein Conversi, who's currently I'm just doing it. He's kidnapping Paul Thomas Anderson, so I just want to speak for him a little bit.
Yeah.
How is Maya Rudolph there yet?
No, she said she had to go see Paw Patrol again. I don't know.
Paw Patrol! Paw Patrol! Yeah. So this was gonna.
Full disclosure: he's only doing this because he really wants to get with Alana Haim.
Oh.
And now Tanner's throat singing.
No, I'm Rasputin from The Kingsman.
Anyway,
Hawkeye is a show.
Let's get back to
that you may
Hawkeye.
know.
No, I had a bit. Hold on. Let me get to my bit.
Oh, it hasn't even started.
Forgot my bit. We're talking about Hawkeye. This was gonna be a vidcast series. Like, What If was gonna be a vidcast series, but both times I failed editing it because they went on too long. Hawkeye, especially. We talked about the first 3 episodes for like 70 minutes, and I just stared at that recording and I went, no. Oh. So we're just gonna be real quick, vague, whatever about our Hawkeye thoughts. So, here's what I think. I think Hawkeye should make that his legal last name, right?
What,
Okay.
I?
And then I think he should make his first name Mike, and then he should get rid of the I part. So he can be Joe. Can you say that name for me?
I hate you.
Joe, can you say the name for me?
Mike Hawk.
Yeah!
I hate you so much.
We all liked it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, I really liked it.
I think Joe liked it the most out of all of us. I have a couple of nitpicks with it.
Am I the only one that gave this a 5-star rating on Letterboxd?
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, I liked this the most out of all of you.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, if I were to... I'm just going to get my one negative out of the way. This show does not have natural chapter breaks at all, and every time an episode ends, it feels like it's breaking the flow of something.
I don't know.
Which is, I think, it bothered me. Nothing ever felt natural, especially the ending of episode 5. That was just like, what the fuck? I felt like I don't know. That didn't work for me.
That's the...
But I was too excited.
That's the Kingpin reveal, right?
Yeah, that was the Kingpin reveal, so I didn't care. But, yeah. So, Joe.
Yes.
We'll skip you. Rein, what did you like about Hawkeye?
Okay, I'm gonna get my cat off the desk while...
All right, well, so...
Okay, Rein, go ahead and talk.
I will say, before watching the series, my feelings on Hawkeye were that he was I thought the MCU did a good job of having him like serve the purpose of this like the most, like, I don't know, down to earth, but like just most grounded character, just sort of in almost our audience POV in a way, where he's just the straight man. Like, I think it's the quintessential comment in Age of Ultron, where he's like, oh, there's robots flying about, there's Norse gods, and I'm just a guy with a bow and arrow. I don't know what's going on.
None of this makes sense.
Yeah, none of this makes sense. I think the series did a good job of, like, he served that niche very well. I said this so much more eloquently in the original podcast. Oh well. But I never.
All right, no, Joe's back. You have to stop talking shit.
But I've never really had too much of an urge to see him outside of that role as a supporting character. So when they announced this, I was like, well, I know everyone adores like the run it's based on. I haven't read it, but I'm sure it's great. My
Life as a Weapon by Matt Fraction. It's incredible.
Also, also that guy should get paid for the art.
No, Matt Fraction got paid as a writer. Who needed to get paid as an artist was David Aja, I believe.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. I don't know things. Anyway, I'll get started by saying that I think the biggest strength of the show is the scale of it. I think
yes,
because at the end of the day, for me personally, it has a lot of the strengths of most Marvel things, but it still, I'm going to probably get disagreed, but I feel like it still has some of the things that keep me from being, I don't know, I guess, I don't know what, I still need to figure out, like, what it is that's holding me back from, like, really liking it instead of just, like, liking it. But it's, I guess, it encapsulates, I guess, a lot of this, a lot of what Marvel's best at, just being, like, light action comedy stuff. And I think a strength
with great character work.
Yeah, with solid character work, and I think, I think something that really makes this stand out is the small scale of it. Just these simple stakes.
Yes.
I think it really makes the
yes.
Because I think something that like makes a lot of the MCU off-putting for people is the lightweightness to a lot of to the feel of it, like how everything.
The world's ending every other week.
Yeah, well, yeah, everything just like everything feels so inconsequential, and then the characters treat it inconsequential like 70% of the time, except for the scenes that are supposed to be straight dramatic, and aren't just winking at the audience the rest of the time. And I think that's something that really makes that, which is often kind of a problem, not an issue in this, because it's just so. It's like, oh, we gotta get this suit. Oh, there's this one gang is after this one woman, and and then the ticking clock of being home for Christmas. I think that is one of the great strengths of this series, as well as I think the other thing I want to mention is there's like two types of action in Marvel shows.
Actually, can I interrupt?
Yeah,
you real
sure,
quick?
go ahead.
When you bring up, because I want this to be more of a conversation
Yeah.
anyway. With the small scale stuff, that is also what I really loved about it. And you know why? Because out of all of the Disney Plus shows so far, this has been the closest they have come to reaching the kind of standard of quality I used to expect from my Marvel streaming shows over on Netflix. That sort of small scale, small stakes that are really important, of course. It is the closest that the Disney Plus shows have reached in that.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
We finally have a solid like street level street level hero, and I guess street level villains. Why not?
And all it took was stealing a character from one of the Marvel Netflix shows. That's all they had to do.
Well, partially, yeah, but I don't know. I think it could have worked without him, but I'm certainly happy he was there.
I mean, it could have, but they also would have to radically rewrite everything because he was the villain.
Yeah, he was. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rein, go ahead. The action.
The action. So I feel like you can categorize Marvel action into two camps: big laser fights in the sky and pew pew stuff, and then like martial arts, knives and gunplay sort of deal. And I feel like with the pew pew laser action, it with the only time it's ever risen above like passable was that the Thanos versus Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Guardians of the Galaxy fight in Infinity War. That's like the only big scale fight that I felt like, oh, this is really cool, like choreography and like oh, this beat and this beat. That's like, oh, this is really cool. Like everything, that makes like a fight, like cool and like, oh yeah, like that's the only like big crazy fight that's ever really worked for me in these movies, I think. Whereas the more grounded,
punchy.
Yeah, that action I think just it works a lot better. It's consistently, it ranges from like decent to really really good, and I think this falls closer to the really really good side, which is a strength. And a big strength is that this is usually pretty solid fun fighting, and even when it is more wacky, and it's just like, hey, have you seen Children of Men? Let's do that, but Christmas themed. It's still fun.
Yeah, and it's great except for the weird purple stuff.
Yeah, that.
Can
yeah.
I mention?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, can I mention that?
No, you can't. Anyway, Rein, go on. No, I'm kidding, Joe. Go ahead.
All right, so there's an episode in this where they have CGI purple stuff. And if you all know me, I directed a short film called Purple Stuff. I want to sue Disney. They took my purple stuff and they used it without my permission.
Sue.
And it looks way worse than your purple
invent
stuff.
the idea. Then who? The guys who made the stuff should sue you.
I want to sue Disney, damn it.
You're gonna get sued by the. Don't open yourself up to this kind of litigation. You will not win. You'll get sued by Sunny D.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. Never mind.
You're ripping off a Sunny D commercial. You don't want to open yourself up to that kind of litigation.
Hold on. It's not ripping off. It's paying loving tribute. There's a difference.
I don't know. Sunny D's lawyers are hearing differently. They're hearing dollar signs, my guy.
They're with me right now.
They're saying
that's
those
the
are
reason-
those mid-level regional festivals. Those are our laurels now, says the Sunny D company.
I had just two more things I think I want to touch on, two smaller things. One is I think the whole Christmas setting, I think that adds a lot to it visually and honestly just emotionally, I suppose. It's just I like me some holiday movies. I think it's very it's cute, it's quaint. I like it. Sue me. The woke mob wants you to not like cute Christmas things cuz I'm against their war on Christmas. I thought this would be funnier in my head.
For those who don't know, Rein's saying he hates all minorities.
Oh man, I was worried I wasn't being clear enough. Thank you, Tanner.
For the record, racism's bad. Bomb Squad does not endorse racism.
Thank you for clarifying, Tanner.
And then if I had like one thing to tie it all in with a bow, damn, I should have used that for the Christmas one. Anyway, if I had to tie this all in with a bow, if I'm comparing to the other Disney shows, I would say that WandaVision and Bucky and the Winter Soldier, I think those had higher highs for me, but this I think was definitely had a more consistent quality. And I think it came to get better probably as a end product, as an end story than those shows. I think, and so this is probably getting the silver medal for me right now for Marvel shows. I still personally prefer Loki more. Back to you, Tom.
Same. Tom, as in Tom DeLonge from Blink-182. Where are you? And I'm so sorry.
Joe, do something.
Joseph Vrenick, what did you think of Hawkeye?
Well, firstly, Tom DeLonge, I heard the government funded his band, but that's just a conspiracy theory.
Hey, Mom.
Anyway, okay. So, here I am, Mr. Marvel Cynic. I'm the guy that hosted all of the DC stuffs.
Hold on. I'm going to intervene. You are not a Marvel cynic. You've been on more Marvel content than anyone other than me and Austin. You don't get to call yourself that anymore.
Okay.
I've been on almost all of them, I think.
Not as many as Joe, though.
That's true.
Tanner, though, let's be honest. I'm a little bit more negative towards
Sure,
the MCU.
but you still see it. Tim doesn't see it. Tim gets that title, not you.
Yeah, Tim's officially got that title.
Quit stealing his valor.
Tanner, I swear to Christ.
He gets the veteran discount at Applebee's, not you.
The veteran discount at Applebee's, okay.
Yeah, on the internet flame wars of Marvel.
Okay, anyway, but... Okay, so Tim's the resident, Marvel cynic, fine. But, Tanner, you know me, I'm very critical towards Marvel. Or at least I have been for, a really long time now. So, I am kind of a cynic towards Marvel, but I've certainly lessened since then. Can you agree to that?
No.
No?
I don't agree with you on anything.
Well, yeah.
Piece of garbage.
Well, this is true, because I thought The King's Man was fun, and you didn't.
Yeah, because Joe thinks Hitler and Lenin are on equal level playing fields. Joe, hardcore buys into horseshoe theory.
I hate you, Tanner.
That actually reminds me, Rein, when you told me what you thought about the Paper Tigers, it's when I was getting out of the Kingsman, I think. Or no, it was when I was getting out of Licorice Pizza. But for some reason, I saw a message saying the action was okay, but I didn't like it overall. I thought you were talking about the Kingsman. I forgot that you watched Paper Tigers.
Anyway,
I'm sorry, Joe, go ahead.
Anyway, back to what we're actually supposed to be talking about. Fuck, what was I gonna say?
You aren't hot on Marvel most of the time.
I'm not hot. Yeah, thank you, Rein. I'm not the hottest.
I agree. Joe is not hot.
I'm not. We're never gonna finish this podcast.
Well, I don't have to worry about editing it, so...
This is gonna be a wild fucking podcast. But
Good.
I'm not that hot on Marvel, like Rein said. I'm not the hottest on it. I've had my issues with them over the years. I think they could be doing a hell of a lot better. And yet, for some reason, here I am, like, standing before you, a Spider-Man fan, Daredevil fan, wanting, like, those to have quality. I love Marvel. I don't entirely hate them. I love the comics. I want them to be as awesome as the comics. The one thing...
What? The comics haven't been good in 10 years.
The old comics, damn it.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I want them to be better than the comics. Did you read One More Day?
I have read One More Day. It's terrible.
Let me tell you about how bad One More Day is. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that to you.
The time to do that would have been on the No Way Home podcast, Tanner. But
Nope, because they somehow made it work. I don't know how.
Anyway, back to the OC. I'm just kidding.
He did it! He said it!
Oh my god, I'm never gonna get
He resisted for 16 minutes and 50 seconds.
I did.
new record.
Anyway.
No, it's like in those video games. A new record!
Anyway, let's stay on topic.
Yeah, so Loki, right? Loki was pretty great, guys.
So
Joe just starts crying.
So here I am, not exactly Marvel cynic, not hot on Marvel, or like I used to be. I see this goddamn trailer for Hawkeye, a character that I kind of like. He was present in my childhood as like a character that I knew and liked, but I wasn't like the biggest fan of him. I like Jeremy Renner. I like his interpretation of the character, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'll probably watch it, maybe, because I like Jeremy Renner, and Haley Steinfeld's in it, an actress who I actually really admire and I'm slightly jealous of, because hey, she's like my age and is like getting nominated for fucking Academy Awards at 14, and also she gets to make out with Ella Hunt, but that's just me. So here I am thinking, well, they're making a Hawkeye show. I'm kind of curious, but I'm probably not going to rush out to see it. Do you remember when the trailer dropped for this show, Tanner? And how...
Yeah, I remember you broke into my room. I said, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? And you started strangling me. You started choking the life out of me, and you said, Hawkeye! And I said, ah!
I kind of wish I did, because one, that'd be funny, and two, yeah, that's basically how excited I was, because... I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the Christmas setting, because I'm a sucker for things set at Christmas. Maybe it was the fact that in the goddamn trailer, Hawkeye fucking breaks open a window just to catch a Molotov cocktail that's being thrown at him, fucking catches it, and then throws it right the fuck back. That shit's sick, man. I was, like, hyped just from that image alone. And, I mean, it's pretty fucking rad in how it's done in the show, too, but... Honestly, I think having the Christmas music might have made it even radder. That's probably why I got really hyped in the trailer. But yeah, no, I see this trailer, and I'm just like, I am actually really excited for this. I can't wait for this to come out, because, hey, something to watch at Christmas, and this actually looks really cool. And also, it's been doing something... It's been doing one of two things that I've been wanting the MCU to do for a very long time. So you have me on one end of the spectrum, being like on the Loki podcast, saying Marvel needs to get weird and just adapt the weirdest fucking shit ever into their movies. Like, I'm not gonna pull up the original example of Doctor Doom, but go watch the Loki podcast or the first Loki podcast, and you'll get the example there. But at the other end of at the other end of the spectrum, I want these shows to be a little bit more grounded and a little less bombastic. Because you want to know what I really like in Marvel Comics? I really like the street level heroes, the guys that they're not out trying to save the world. They're not out trying to save New York City. They're
Right, like the Guardians of the Galaxy, my favorite street level heroes.
It's like, yes, they're totally street level heroes.
Yeah, they're street level. They're if the street is the entire Milky Way.
But the real heroes that I really like in Marvel are the ones that are like, New York's a bit much. I can't really save the world, but this 2-block radius that I'm living in, this clearly needs some help. I'll do what I can here. So it's why I really like Daredevil. It's why I really like Jessica Jones, like all those characters. Hell, Spider-Man at points is kind of a street level hero when you think about it. So having a show that very much looked like it was going to be very street level, kind of minimal stakes, excited me because, I really like this when it's done right. And to my surprise, that's exactly what I got. I actually really, really liked this show. I've rambled on for so long. I feel like I should let Tanner talk so that I can kind of compose my thoughts a bit more.
All right. Thank you, Joe Vrenick. So, Joe Vrenick, let's keep on going. What else did you think of Hawkeye?
I hate you so much.
Dance for me, monkey, dance!
Never.
I said, bitch, dance!
Nah.
Dang. How did that not work? How did that not work?
I was really sure. All right, we gotta send it in the Predator drone, Rein.
All right.
All right, fine.
Where's your
Tanner,
her poster?
Just admit it. You haven't seen the show. You haven't seen Hawkeye.
Yeah, I've never watched Hawkeye before in my life. I've been gaslighting you guys this entire time.
You've never seen any MCU show or any MCU movie. You don't know what a superhero is.
Yeah,
favorite movie is The Eternals. My ass.
Yeah, I've never seen
Every
a
time
movie.
we go to
I don't
a
even
comic
know what
book
movies
movie,
are.
we watch a comic book movie with Tanner. What he actually does is he gets his Google Glass he's all proud of, and he just projects more
I just project
Frasier,
Chicago, the
that's what you watch on
2002.
your
Oh, no, that's Brandon. I watched the 2002 Best Picture winner, Chicago.
Anyway,
And I have loudspeakers I bring into the theater, so everyone's just hearing the Chicago soundtrack while they're trying to watch the movie. Somehow I don't get kicked out. I liked Hawkeye a lot. As I've been thinking about it more and more while hearing you guys talk, I've actually been souring on it. Because I'm not necessarily souring on it. I'm just realizing, no, wait. I think I might like Falcon and the Winter Soldier more. I don't know. It's close for me, but Hawkeye's definitely in the top 3 for the year. I think it's a lot of fun. I have always loved Jeremy Renner. Before Infinity War, between the Age of Ultron and Infinity War era of movies, between those two movies, I would always say, if someone said, hey Tanner, who's your favorite Avenger? I'd say Hawkeye. Mostly because somehow, despite it being one of the worst MCU movies and easily the worst Avengers movie, every time Hawkeye is on screen in Age of Ultron, it is some of the most compelling comic book stuff ever put to screen. It's so weird how good Hawkeye is in that movie and how thoroughly meh everything else is. Hey kids, welcome to your superhero comic book movie. You want to talk about forced sterilization? Like, I don't know, that was kind of weird in Age of Ultron, wasn't it? I don't know, was that weird to anyone else? It was pretty weird to me.
Yeah, it was weird.
the execution was weird. The way
No, yeah, that's what I mean. It's the execution. Also, why was Nat and Bruce dating? Joss Whedon, why do you do the things you do? Please send it to my P.O. box at 1182.
Bleecker Street.
Yeah, there we go. Bleecker Street, baby. Hawkeye's great. I had a lot of fun with it. Jeremy Renner's great in the raid. Haley Steinfeld is going to be a great successor to her. I can't wait until she like joins the Young Avengers and stuff. Just overall, I think it's really fun. I had a blast with it. Kingpin! My boy's back! I knew he was back the second he was teased in episode 3 because I would recognize Vincent D'Onofrio's laugh anywhere. Because Vincent D'Onofrio has a very, very distinct laugh.
He does.
So I knew that was him from the second I saw it. And he's back. He's not like a cartoonishly large version like all the leakers said he was going to be. I think what happened is they heard he was going to wear a fat suit and then just ran from there. Because, yeah, he's wearing a fat suit probably because he's in his 60s and he doesn't want to gain the Kingpin weight again. But no, everyone's like, no, he's going to look like he did in Spider-Verse. But you know what? It's not always about Hawkeye. It's not always about Spider-Verse. It's not always about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby! Let's go, Mets! Gotta love the Mets! Let's go, Mets! Hit a home run, baby! Love the Mets!
Still kind of funny.
Why wasn't Kingpin should have been a Mets fan in this show? Who agrees? Who agrees? I said, who agrees? Joe, I have a gun. Do you agree?
I don't know what to think.
You want to think yes.
Okay.
Like Rein does, right, Rein? Did Rein leave?
I think he did.
Rein, he muted himself. Oh.
I don't know what was that.
Hello, Rein.
I was trying to be silent.
I hear you now.
And then I silenced Joe so no one could feed your laughing.
So Rein agrees with that. Kingpin should have been a Mets fan. But yeah, it's a really great show. I had a lot of fun with it. I love the car chase in episode 3. I love Echo. I can't believe this is that actress's first time acting in a movie or TV show.
That is insane.
She does a great job.
She did really well.
I love that they just wrote that Echo has a prosthetic leg now because the actress did. Mm-hmm. Rein, have my thoughts inspired you more thoughts on Hawkeye?
Yes, actually. It's funny. So there's something I learned with trying to grade things on Letterboxd and watching Marvel shows or anything MCU is there's a very strong like sugar high I get like right after seeing a movie where I'm like or like any of the MC movies, be it the ones I really like or the ones I don't really hate any MC movies, but like the ones like I'm just like very strongly,
Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah, your Thor: The Dark Worlds, your Captain Marvels, so on. Where I'm like I'll right after I get out of it, I'm like, that was a fun time. And then it usually takes like a couple days or so for me to be like, wait, what am I talking about? And I think it was after it took me longer for this, and I still like the show. It's not definitely not as severe as it can be with my Marvel sugar rush, but I definitely have cooled down on it a bit since our first attempt at this recording. It's still a solid show,
which was halfway through the show, to be fair.
Yeah, it is. It's a solid show for me, but yeah, it's I don't know, it's whatever. No, it's not whatever. I was saying it's whatever with my thinking and my attempts at talking. Two things I do want to bring up though is that I think the two standout performances for me were Haley Steinfeld, who is really she's just like the best at everything.
She's great at everything.
Yeah, she gives a lot of charisma to this character who even like in her opening, not like flashback opening, but like her opening setup as a character, like the first couple scenes we get to see her, I'm like, this lady is such a spoiled brat. I should hate her, but her charisma as an actress, I'm able to like not hate her. So congratulations. And then also Echo, I think does a great performance. Has like amazing stage presence, I felt like. And then even the one guy, the kind of Echo's Weasley boyfriend character, I thought he was kind of interesting, and sort of how he rode the line between being this like the kind of like the one reasonable tracksuit mafia guy and just being kind of like a
is that a fucking ice cream vein? Wait, I want ice cream. Come back.
Riding the line between kind of like the voice of reason and but also then just sort of like this Weasley snakish figure. I thought that was interesting. And then Jeremy Renner's good. I don't have too much to say. He's good.
He always is.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner's just like a great actor, you know.
So those are my thoughts on the performances. I'd say.
What about D's nuts?
Oh yeah, the LARPers. I didn't get to mention that.
That jogged your memory about the LARPers?
I don't know how, but it did, unironically. The LARPers.
Wait, that's incredible! That is actually amazing.
I gotta say, I love them when they first appeared. Like it, for the scale of this show, I think having a fight scene of like Hawkeye like having to deal with LARPers and then him having to give up or like him having to pretend to lose and stuff like that. That all was cute. That all was fun. But I gotta say, I think they showed up a bit too many times. Like it got I gotta get what they were going for, but it just was kind of, it wasn't as endearing as I guess it was supposed to be. Their presence after a while. I don't know. What do you guys thought? What did you guys think of those guys?
To an extent.
The LARPers rule. I love them, and they're some of my favorite characters in the show.
I was gonna say, to an extent, I can see your point, but at the same time, I think all of those characters are just like so likable that I'm just like, I'm happy they're here. This was a nice little addition, and also, oh hey, we're actually giving a shit about civilians for the first time in like, God, I don't know, since that
Age of Ultron.
Yeah, since Age of Ultron, like.
Yeah, no, for sure. I guess the point is, I wanted to like them. I did like them.
Fair.
I just didn't. I liked them a little less each time.
Rein, let's be honest. It's because some of them were women, isn't it? The silence is telling.
I couldn't come up with a funny comeback, so I was like, silence. That'll probably be funny.
And then I'm just like, oh, it's because you're a sexism.
Yeah.
Rein sees
yes
Joss Whedon in movies and he goes, yeah. He sees Joss Whedon's name. He goes, oh yeah.
He sees Joss Whedon's name and he's like, hey, he's got a better idea.
You know those memes that are like, I respect women, or I have an Olympic gold medal in respecting women? Rein's the type of guy that's like, I disrespect women. And he's like wearing a cool leather jacket while he says it, with a toothpick in his mouth. Rein's just like, you want everyone to hate me? And to that I say, yes.
To that I say, what did we think of? Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Russian lady. How did we forget about the Russian lady?
Who's the...
What Russian lady?
In the show, you idiots.
Oh, Yelena!
Yeah.
Oh!
How did
Florence
we
Pugh
forget she
shows
was
up.
in the show?
In my defense, no. It's because her accent is so terrible and so ridiculously bad that it didn't even register as Russian woman.
Is it?
I don't know. Russian people all sound like cartoon
From
characters. Maybe it's fake.
I don't know shit, but from what I gauged,
Have you heard Vladimir Putin talk?
I have.
He's like, yes,
as
I'm
someone who
Vladimir
dated an Eastern
Putin.
European,
Yeah.
it seemed pretty good.
When the hell? Wait, you dated Vladimir Putin?
Yeah. Anyway,
just like, yeah, of course.
she also
checking out of
she
this.
also has great she also gives a great performance. Basically more of the same from Black Widow. Just like effortlessly charismatic, and also just like this able to have like able to like ride the knife's edge of being like a welcoming figure and just like this threatening living weapon. Does a great job at that. I will say her placement in the story does feel kind of awkward. Like her first appearance in that fight scene, I don't know, it just felt.
It's low key forced.
It felt kind of forced. It does get better. Her other appearances, but yeah, that was not the high point of the series.
The high point was, of course, these nuts.
Yeah. Totally.
I was really hoping that would have Rein lead to another revelation.
I like the trick arrows.
The trick arrow.
Yo, the Pym arrow was awesome.
It was.
Trick arrows are amazing.
Yeah. Musical. That was great.
Oh yes.
My sister hated that as an after credit scene, and I was sitting there thinking, "No, that shit's awesome."
Yeah, that is awesome. It's like
I was like, "I can do this all day." Like that shit rules.
Yeah, no, that's definitely fun world building. Like seeing how
If there was like if Marvel came out with like a fake pro shot of the entire musical, would you watch it?
you know what? Yeah, I would. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if I'd have the energy
Rein?
to sit through all of it, but I'd try.
Okay, but what if I held a gun to your head and said, "Watch it"?
Then I would say,
Tanner's so violent.
in response to that, I would say I think this show, I think it's very entertaining whenever we get to see Hawkeye have to explore like the superhero world from his perspective, as someone who definitely is like admired and gets his fans and whatnot, but we'll get people will run to a Katniss Everdeen cosplayer before they'll run to him in Times Square. I think that's fun.
I would too. Jeremy Renner's very intimidating.
It is very weird. It is.
Especially now that I no longer have the Jeremy Renner app.
It is very weird.
You guys remember that when he had his own app?
Stay on topic,
It is-
Tanner.
No, this is on topic.
It is very weird
my God.
that there, at no point did Hawkeye like make a like a song for like a like it's basically like I don't want to say a truck commercial, but just like
Knock off Imagine Dragons.
Oh, can I mention something I really like about this show now that you bring it up?
no.
No.
Sorry,
Aw.
2 against 1.
I'm dead ass. You can't. That reminds me though. I think the opening. I think they should have replaced all the Christmas music with Jeremy Renner's music. I think that would have been great. Just imagine if the opening song was like, "You're the main attraction," and I'm like, "Ah, God, this is just the most sludgiest music ever." I
I
love
wouldn't
it.
say sludgy.
What's his,
Like he's an okay singer and he can play piano fine and other instruments. So he's just it's nothing music.
He needs to hire better
It's
songwriters.
nothing music. It's Sonic Styrofoam.
It's knock off Imagine Dragons.
It's already Sonic Styrofoam, so it's like Styrofoam Plus.
Hey, I like Imagine Dragons.
Joe, what did you think?
Well, about what?
The
Do you know they're technically a Christian band because they're all Mormon?
I swear to God, Tanner.
to be fair,
This is Welcome to the Imagine Dragons podcast.
Tanner, to be fair, like a lot of American bands would be Christian bands by that standard.
No, but they're Mormon, so like that's extra.
True. Anyway, Joe,
Anyway.
Hawkeye, you go.
What exactly do you want me to talk
You were
about?
going to say something about the show.
Oh my God! There's a thumbtack in my toe.
Tanner, I swear to God.
No, there's like I was like, why does my toe hurt? There's a whole ass thumbtack in it.
Oh
concerning.
God. Yeah. Anyway, because you guys mentioned Imagine Dragons, I wanted to bring something up. The show completely does.
Oh yeah, that
it
was
does-
such a
yeah,
good joke.
This has a good running gag that I really appreciated
Yes.
because I don't like Imagine Dragons. I think their music's terrible.
Yes.
The show constantly, well, not constantly.
For the record, hating Imagine Dragons is considered racist.
They are Mormon. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, no, I strongly agree. Strongly agree.
That's my favorite race, Mormon.
But yeah, no, I'm not an Imagine Dragons fan, and it was honestly kind of satisfying to watch a show just like constantly crap on them. Well,
Yeah.
not really constantly. It was just for like that one gag where
It
he's
was
like,
enough.
Well, yeah, it's because it's safe to crap on them now because now they're not even popular anymore.
but yeah, no, it's like the bit is this one of the tracksuit mafia guys is like trying to like make his girlfriend like happy and not upset because he bought tickets to Imagine Dragons and she got upset by it. And Haley Steinfeld's like, well, I think that's a good thing because if you cancel it, you guys won't see Imagine Dragons. But I love Imagine Dragons.
Yeah, that's his favorite band. See, but here's the thing, though. The payoff to that joke in the last episode is, yeah, we saw Maroon 5 instead. That's worse!
know.
That's
No,
worse!
that's fucking hilarious. And even Haley Steinfeld just kind of looks at him like, "Oh, that's not any better, but okay."
Yeah, it was a very cute, fun interaction when on the last episode when that guy's like, "Hey, thank you for helping me and my girlfriend's thing. It worked," or whatever. That was funny.
We saw Maroon 5 instead. Oh, well, that's good. Yeah.
I think a high point.
This movie should have been more. This show should have been more gay. But I think that of every show. So
It was a very straight show. But anyway.
very hetero.
But anyway. What was I saying? I think a high point.
I think Eleanor is Madam
A
Mask.
high point of this series for me was when Russian lady was like, "Hey, eat some mac and cheese," and then later that day I had some mac and cheese.
Fair
And
enough.
it tasted slightly better because I had that memory.
Well, that's good. So Vera
I have nothing left to say.
Farmiga's in this show.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Unfortunately.
Oh yeah, not
She
much
doesn't
of
do
a not
much.
much of a twist. Her being
She really, yeah, it's not really that big a twist.
But you know what reminds me? Tony fucking Dalton, my man, as
Tony
the swordsman.
Oh, yeah.
I love him. I love
Another
him.
great-
He is so
yeah, another great
charismatic.
casting
I would
choice.
make out with that mustache. His mustache alone is maybe the sexiest thing in a Marvel movie ever. God damn.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to go back and rewatch the show, knowing the twist with that character and how he's actually not the villain. I want to know how.
For the record, I saw that coming
Yeah.
from episode
Yeah.
1.
I want to know. I want to know how that's gonna. I didn't see it coming, but
I told you it was going to happen.
I saw.
I don't know.
To be fair,
I guess
technically, sorry.
I guess I just expected it. I guess I just expected the Marvel formula, and I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna accept it for this because you know what, I'm having a fun time. But
What the Marvel formula would have been if it being a twist is the Marvel
Yeah,
formula.
it being
They don't telegraph their villains that hard.
It being the second most obvious answer is the Marvel formula.
Yeah.
Anyway,
If anything, I would have been surprised if Jack was actually a bad
My-
guy.
anyway,
Technically,
back
my
to the
prediction-
OC.
technically my prediction was he was going to still be a bad guy. He was just going to be a minor villain, and then the mom was going to be the big villain.
But no, he was just a dude with a sword.
Yeah, hopefully he'll show up
A very
again.
charismatic dude with a sword.
Yeah,
I would make out with that
he
mustache.
better come back.
I hope he does.
Yeah.
I will make sure he does.
You'll make out with his mustache to make sure that it does happen. Exactly.
Okay, time to mute
All right.
Tanner.
I've said all I want to say.
Yeah, I think I've said all I want to say. The end.
All right, let's end it.
Yeah, I surprisingly didn't have as much as I thought I wanted to say. Other than I really liked it.
Here's the thing. Here's the
Yeah.
thing about Hawkeye. It's a pretty straightforward series. You take what it is what it says it is. Like, that's not a bad thing. That's just is what it is. It's kind of you only talk about it so much, I feel like it's this,
And
fun.
I'm not gonna lie, I think that's what I love about it.
Yeah, that's definitely not a bad thing.
It's simple.
It's kind of a bad thing if you're trying to talk about it for an hour.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But yeah, if you like us, like this. If you love us, subscribe.
Rein, I think.
Rain, this is my domain.
I was gonna say, I think Tanner might be dead, and then he came back to life.
Yeah, no, someone was texting me, okay? Anyway, Joe,
Yes.
what's Hawkeye's new name again?
Fuck you. That's what his new name.
What's his new name again?
No, I'm not gonna.
What's his Okay, Rain, what's his new name again?
Nightwolf, like the Mortal Kombat character, right? Oh wait, no, Nighthawk.
My cock. Anyway, so thanks for listening, guys. If you're on YouTube, why? It's just a visualizer, but thanks. If you're listening, subscribe, leave a review, yada yada yada. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you love this video, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can know exactly when we upload new videos. Thank you all so very much for watching / listening, and I will see you I really like the Backstreet Boys. Bye!
Slid my ticket across the table and I said, sorry guys, I gotta see about a girl.